Yo, what's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to be doing a printer from HackMyVm. This is a box for the solid hard. And yeah, let's get on to the video. Some sort of my terminal server. I'm still running a init server my server 10.0.0.1/24/IT0. Doing this, you type in the box 10.0.0.246. So do control shift effects and some brain map scan. So do mmissc for default scripts. My for the ratio was kind of ports and IP. Doing this, I'll do my verbals. The ports today have port 111 for our PC buy-in, port 2 open for SSH, support 2049 open for NFS. Looking back at the ports, we have port 2 open for SSH. This is open SSH for Debian, port 111 for our PC buy-in, and port 2049 for NFS. So I'm clear my terminals here. I'm going to start by using the show mount command. Show mount command is going to allow us to export or show all the exports under the IP address. So do show mount -e, we'll do 10.0.0.246. And here we do have the export list for home Lisa. So this is what we can export on our mount points. I'm going to start by creating a mount point. We'll just do mkdir for mounts. We'll do mount, we'll do -t for NFS. We'll do 10.0.0.246, which is going to be for the IP address. We'll do /home/Lisa. And lastly, we can specify that mount point. So we do ls-slay, we can cd to mount. And here we have 1098 and also 1000. These are potential groups that we do have for the user ID and the GID. Usually, these are in order. So we do have user ID, the GID, which could be 1098 for user ID for the group, and 1000 for GID, which is for this group. We did have the user as Lisa, as you did see. We did mount from /home Lisa. So I'm going to start by using user add. User add is going to specify the user ID. So the user ID. We have this for 1098. We'll create a user for Lisa. If I do ls-slay, you'll notice that we do have the 1098 for Lisa. If I do ID command for Lisa, you'll see that the user ID now for 1098. But if you notice, this is also GID. It's also for 1098, but we don't want that. We want this to be 1000. So I'm starting by using group mod. Group mod is going to allow us to change not basically all the groups, so just change one specific group. In this case, we do have a GID. So do a GID, we do have this for 1000 for the user for Lisa. We do ls-slay. Now we do have that 1098 or that 1000 for Lisa. If I do ID command against Lisa, now we do have the GID for Lisa for 1000. So I'm going to switch users to Lisa. I'm going to cat this user.txt. I'm just going to do like a wc -l. So I don't cat the user.txt. But you do see that we are able to run the cat command against this user.txt. I'm going to cd into .sh. Didn't seem like we can cd into .sh, so I'm going to start by creating a directory. So do mkdir for .sh, cd into .sh. I'm going to do ssh as keygen. We'll copy from root.sh. We'll do id_c to this directory, and also this .pub. So we'll cat this id_c.pub. I'm just gonna, since we can't cd into it, I'm gonna open this in my text editor. So we'll echo this out. In this case, we do want this to go to .sh. Since we can't cd into that .sh, I will do this under authorize_keys. So I'm gonna copy this, put this under here. We can confirm this by doing ls-slay under .sh. Now we do have that file for authorize_keys. So now I'm gonna start by catting this out. If we cat the file path, you'll see that I do have this for root @Kali, which is my Linux machine. So I'm ssh into Lisa at 10.0.0.246. We'll do -i for id_sa. We do ID, and now we're under Lisa. So I'm still running a sudo myself. Doesn't seem like we do have the password for Lisa. Your password is required. Under here, we can start by doing some manual information. I'm going to go under /opt. We do have a logs under here. We do have this insecure. So it does seem like we have, let's start by reading the script. So we do have a destination. These are just variables for op logs. We do have the destination for op logs, the queued var spool cups, string for logs. I'm guessing it's going to be looking for a string. We do use chmod against journal, which is that destination. And we do have that string, which is going to be for looking for the logs. So it is looking for the logs for string. And same thing here for string. We'll cat out all that information to journal. If grep fatal error, we do fatal error is going to go into that journal file. That journal file, I believe it's gonna be compressed into a zip. When you're using the zip command -p dot Lisa path. I'm guessing it's gonna be under slash root, like under. It's gonna be rounded by root. So I'm guessing it's gonna be for that dot Lisa, right? We have -j for that journal.zip destination journal. So it's gonna be under this directory. We do else myself. We'd add this for insecure, where you'll see like we'll have a journal.zip under here. Since it is using -p for that password, we don't know the password though. We do have this journal.zip. It's going to be under this directory, op logs. And then it does clear the sys.log and the user.log. The main thing that stands out to me is it's going to be this fatal error. This fatal error, I guess we do need to use the logger command, which is going to allow us to actually put it into the, if it's in this destination journal, I guess if it's in this var log syslog, do we have, I'm going to run an else under here. Can we cat this out? Can't cut it out. Can we run a logger against, if I just copy this, we do logger that. Let me just do logger just in case. I'll do logger against that. It is clearing var log syslog in the user log. Let's start by doing some manual information though, right? We did get the Lisa urgent. Come quickly to fix the problem. I'm guessing since we did use the logger under the under this file, this var log syslog, right? The logger command does allow you to put logs inside the syslog. It is checking for that fatal error. So when it is in that fatal error, which is going to be under that var log syslog, it is outputting that message that we did see, right? So let me just cat this insecure. I'm going to start doing some manual information on these destination or these variables here for journal. I'm going to go to this queued. Is this a valid path? We do have this valid path over here. We do have a temp directory, which we are under LP. So we're able to put files in there. I'm going to check this 1835. I'm running a file command against this 18. We do have this HP printer job language data. So I'm going to copy this and start by doing some research on what this is. So under here, we do have this, or I'll just search up what is. So here we do have a switching printer languages at job level for status readback between the printer and host computer. Under here, since if I do run a 21 against this, we still have the same thing for HP printer job language data. Search up to file. Let's see what to file happens. Look at this. We do have a to file under here. If I do try to run this to export this out to O file, we do get this printer job language PDF super user. So let's start by doing that. So I'm going to search this up to PDF. We'll do PDF converter. So we'll do PJL. We'll check for PJL. PJL to PDF. Let's try that. PCL. Let's try PCL to PDF. Let's try that. I guess it's PCL, not PJL. So we'll do Python 3 -m http.server on port 8081. We're going to be getting this 183. So next out of here, I'll just create a directory for files. C2 files. I'm going to clear my terminal zero to get HTTP. We'll do 10.0.0.246 on port 8081. We'll get this 183, right? 183. So I'm just going to go to browse. We'll go to other locations. Go to backup. HackMyVm. We'll go to printer. We'll go to this files here. Let's just select this file and see what it does. If it doesn't seem like you can upload that file, let me just move this to, we'll do PCL. Or the extension for, yeah, PCL. So now we did move that file. Let's go to browse, try this one more time. Go to convert now. Let's go here. We do have a PDF file that we can view. And we do get a shopping list. So it does seem like we can convert this PCL to a different file extension, which is going to be for that .pdf. So I'll try the same thing for, let's get that, we'll get this 215 now. So I'm just going to output this to a PCL, right? PCL, right? Yeah, for PCL. We'll go back. We'll try that for that 183. We can convert now. That's the same one, right? Or yeah, it's the same one, so it's 185. You can go to browse, or 215. Convert now. Go under here. And here we do get a hi Lisa. So we did have the user for hi Lisa. And it just seemed like they changed the password to this. Just to confirm this, I'm just going to put this in the URL. We do have 154 P4 551. So I'm gonna copy this. We'll try to unzip this file. We did have that .zip. I'm gonna do a sudo myself, just confirm that password. It doesn't seem like that is the password for Lisa. Let's try to go to opt. We did have logs. I'm gonna unzip this journal. Is that the right password? That's the incorrect password. Let's try this one more time. We do have 11. Let's try 11. We try sudo myself, just confirm that's the right password. Does seem like that's the right password. So now we can unzip for journal. Doesn't seem like we can create a file, so I'm just going to transfer this to my own machine. So I'll do python 3 -mhgp.server import 8081. We're going to be getting that journal.zip. So wk-http. I'll just get that journal.zip. Right now we can unzip that journal.zip. We just have the password here. You have this T0. Do you have a cron now? Okay. So I did deflate the journal.zip, which that is the right password for that. Is now putting this D000520001. I don't know what kind of file this is at all, so just have this as data. I'm just going to more into D0052001. See what this does give. We don't check for password. We don't have anything under here. Do we have fatal under here? We don't have the fatal. Okay, since it is grabbing anything that is in the log. So I'm guessing the way the script is working, if we do cat this end secure, anything since we do run the logger command against this fatal error, if every time I run this, if I do run a logger, if I do try to run this fatal error, like run a logger command with fatal error, it's going to grab everything that is in this var syslog and put it into our journal.zip. So if we do create a symlink for, if I do like a ln-s, a symlink for example, we can get the .sh for root. It's looking for any log files, so we do need to create, if I cat the end secure, it's looking for any log files and try to get that log file and put it into that journal.zip. So let's start by doing that. So we'll do ln-s, we'll create the symlink to, in this case, we'll do .sh. I'll specify the forward path, right? So we'll do root .sh. We'll do id underscore same. Now we can name the link. So I'm just going to name this root underscore log. We can't create files under here, so we'll put it in there. Proceed back into logs. We can copy this and put this for logger fatal error. I'll just do the same thing with quotes, so we can just make sure that I just get into that var log syslog file. So I'm just going to wait for this. We did have this for 163798. We did have this. Go back to our local machine. We do have this for 1 or 90 or 1637.98. Zoom out. 1637.98. So do Python 3 minus m http.serve import 881. Now we do have the journal.zip, which the file size did increase. I'm going to remove this journal.zip. Remove that file that did come with that journal.zip. I'm just going to get that file one more time. I'm going to unzip that journal.zip. We have the password. Now we do have two files, so we'll cat this 02001. We'll cat this 53 now, so we'll cat this out. Now we do have the private key for root. So here it is, we can just copy from here. So run nicely. I'm moving into ID_RSA. This is under here. We do have the whole format right for the private key. So do chmod 600 for ID_RSA. We'll SSH into root at 10.0.0.246. We'll do -i for ID_RSA. We'll do else mostly and cat our root.txt. Well, guys, pretty much in the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.